We them boys.
Absolutely. It's almost time.
It is almost time. And let me tell you what's making us be them boys even more.
What?
We signed Von Miller.
That's right.
We them
We
boys.
got the hometown man. We got the hometown king back home.
Tell him I like cowboy hats. Tell him I like cowboy hats. I'm a real Dallas Cowboy.
We sure did. A 1-year deal, $5.5 million.
Yep.
He's from DeSoto. So he's from Texas.
He just ain't from Texas. He's from Dallas Fort Worth.
Right. So he's entering his 15th season. He has 138.5 career sacks. He leads all active players. We have this future Hall of Famer on our roster. He is the veteran amongst Rashawn Gary, rookie Malachi Lawrence. He's a real difference maker.
Yeah, we probably got the best D tackle in the league already that we signed last week to $100+ million.
Right.
All of this stems from the Micah trade.
Yes.
And now, what we got to do is, but we also got to, I know Von Miller probably hate me saying this, I don't want to say lower our expectations, but temper our expectations, because he's still a 15-year vet.
True, but do you think this softens the blow of losing Micah?
No.
You don't?
I think what softens the blow of losing Micah is everything Jerry has done with that trade as far as the picks, the players, the maneuvering he's done because of that trade. That's what softened the blow. I think that, and obviously everything is depending on how they play this season.
Yes. But they look good in the opener.
Don't start fake football.
Look, it's not, you call it fake football. I call it football.
Okay, it's fake football.
It's still that. Do they get hurt? Did not Jackson Dart during the fake football game get knocked the fuck down and have to go to the blue tent?
Okay, it is a real football game, but if you know football, it's base defense, base offense, and if the starters even play, which most teams they did not play their starters. If they play very limited snaps. The game, if you want to say what will be the closest to a real football game, will be this coming preseason game because they don't have 3. They'll use the second preseason game as a dress rehearsal. And so you'll probably see starters probably go at least through the first half, maybe a couple snaps into the third quarter, and that'll be it. That'll be the closest thing to emulate the game. The last preseason game, it'll just be all people that will probably no longer be on the team.
So wait. So the people that's gonna play in the third preseason game.
What you don't want to do as a team, and this happens every year. All the teams, the worst thing that can happen. You get somebody hurt in the first preseason game, understandable.
Right.
You get somebody hurt in the dress rehearsal, that can be understandable. What you don't want is to get somebody hurt in a meaningless game that means absolutely nothing for no starter. When you can just let them show up in their jerseys and ride guys who, once again, will probably not be on your team, and you're just trying to get film to get on another roster.
So basically, so that game is the farewell game.
Farewell game. Yep.
So if I'm playing, if they say, Isaac, you're suiting up for the third game, I know that means I'm not coming back.
Not necessarily what that mean. What it could mean for you is you're gonna play significant minutes in the third game. So for you want to ball out because every team is gonna cut down. Or after that week, they got to cut the roster down eventually to 53. Every team is gonna be doing that back end of the roster maneuvering.
Right.
Meaning, and I would just put a number on it for the audience. Those people in that 45 to 53 range, anything can happen. And so some teams I'm cutting down to 53. Some teams I'm cutting below 53 because I need to go see what somebody else has. A lot of guys don't sign to practice squads. That's gonna be a lot of guys gonna be signed to practice squads. And it's gonna be some guys they know they're gonna be in that wait and see moment. They're just gonna be out there. They was good on film. Right now, the team don't have a need for you. But after week 3, week 4, injuries still happening. We've already seen them in training camp. You're gonna get that call.
Yeah,
so
true.
So that third game is the game for those guys who are what they call like back end of the roster, those foot soldiers, those journeymen who are trying to accumulate them NFL years to qualify for a pension.
So basically, this is your show and prove or show and move on. Okay. Yeah. But the signing of Von Miller is a good thing because it's always good to have those veterans on your team. That's always good.
You're not going to hear anything negative coming out of Dallas about signing Von Miller.
And speaking of signings that could possibly happen, Aaron Donald, we're still waiting to see if he's gonna come out of retirement.
I mean, Aaron Donald is if you got to be in the best situation, he's in the best situation that a human being would want to be in.
Right.
I could stay retired and live my best life with plenty of money, a beautiful wife and family, and we can just enjoy life. Or I could come back and literally, because what I've seen is basically everybody who predicts odds of teams winning Super Bowls basically said if he says he agrees to come back to the Rams, they're going to go to number one. The number one on everybody's prediction list is number one team to win the Super Bowl. That's a great place to be in.
So Sean McVay says there's no invisible deadline. Yep. He has time. They have their regular season opener versus the 49ers in Australia. And
I don't blame Aaron Donald. I don't want to go all the way over there either.
So you think he's waiting?
I would if I'm Aaron Donald, me. Let me see the first 4 games.
Okay.
Let me see the team actually play.
Okay.
Because, and Aaron Donald understands this, especially somebody who's been on bad teams, who was at the height of the Rams, been to the Super Bowl and lost, been to the Super Bowl and won. What happened last season, and because you signed great players, it's not an indication that we're going to make it to the Super Bowl. We got to show it on the field. And, perfect example, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's been the best defensive player in the league for 3 or 4 years now. And has never had a winning, I think he had 1 winning season since when he was with the Browns. Don't mean he wasn't a great player. So I think for Aaron Donald, look at those first 4 games, maybe 5.
And then see.
And then you assess if you think that's something that you can be a part of. Because once again, you're playing with house money. You can stay retired and live a good life, come back, potentially win another Super Bowl, and crown off what will already be a Hall of Fame career. Yeah. And also, too, something that a lot of people don't realize is the NFL, and I don't know if the NFL has a rule, if the Hall of Fame has a rule. Right now, his Hall of Fame clock has started. I think if he comes back and plays, it restarts the clock.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Tom Brady's clock. It would have started immediately, and that's why Tom Brady. I think this would have been the year he would have been in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, it'll be next year if I'm not mistaken. I'm right about this because of his clock restarted.
Okay. Well, the Rams definitely have. It makes them unstoppable if he comes back. You have Myles Garrett on paper. Myles Garrett. You have Devontae Adams. You'll have Aaron Donald if you have him. You got Matthew Stafford,
MVP.
And you have Puka.
What happened to Puka?
Well, Puka.
Whenever you do that.
And then you have Puka. So
I haven't heard what happened to Puka.
Let me tell you about Puka. We're gonna call him Jaws. Listen to this. So this actually happened in December, but it's coming back because of the fact that pictures have been released. So the incident is New Year's Eve in Los Angeles. He basically bit somebody, and he says it was playful horse playing. But when you see the picture, he looked like Cujo, like he done bit the shit out of her. So she's suing. And supposedly he also bit another woman's finger. They were in a Sprinter van. And she's saying also that he made anti-Semitic statements during the dinner that they had, which was, I'm not going to say what he said. But the details are he allegedly dropped his head into the alleged victim, which was his girlfriend, in her lap and crotch area, bit her thumb so forcefully that she screamed in acute pain before turning to the other alleged victim and biting her left shoulder and breaking skin, leaving the impression of his teeth in her back. So she's suing, and on July the 20th, the photo was filed in court showing the imprint on her back. And her attorney says it shows that it was not horseplay at all.
Okay, so that's a lot to unpack.
It is a lot.
Get into the bizarre. So can we assume that Puka was on it all?
It was New Year's Eve. I'm going to assume that it was some oil, something. Yes.
Were ingested in people's bodies that maybe got you a little loose. Obviously, these people have a relationship with each other.
Well, like I said, the first person he bit, the finger he bit was his girlfriend. And then the second person he bit was the person that was with them. He's entering his final year of his rookie deal. And then you have what comes in play because a civil criminal, whatever, is the personal conduct policy.
As we know, under the personal conduct policy, criminal charges are not the burden of proof whether you're charged. They have a much lower burden of proof under the personal conduct policy. It's all at the discretion of what the NFL deems personal conduct from their investigation.
And then as far as the criminal suit, criminal.
Oh, okay.
It's a criminal. So it's a civil suit, not a criminal conviction yet. Both sides claim video evidence. The city attorney has not filed charges yet because it's still in the hearing stage.
Okay, so city of Los Angeles could still file criminal charges.
They could still file criminal charges. But then the other part of the story is the anti-Semitic comments. And with that, I'm not sure, but the bite is visual and viral, but the alleged anti-Semitic comments is more of a serious allegation.
He said, she said.
Right, but it comes into play for sponsorships, and all that needs to be separated versus proven and alleged.
This ain't Puka's first incident.
Right, it's not.
It's like the second or third.
Right.
So Puka needs to sit his ass down somewhere.
Right.
Puka is probably top 5, I won't say best wide receivers right now, but from production, probably one of the productive wide receivers in the NFL right now.
Right.
But it's like one of the players in the past who you got all these little bitty things where it's like, bro, make the main thing the main thing. Focus on football.
Right.
I know he's young, and you got to give young people grace. But
right. You say he's young, but we learn in kindergarten, keep your hands to yourself and don't bite.
We don't bite our friends. We use our words, and we keep our hands to ourselves. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, I mean, but here's the other side. You know, I'm not picking sides. This is all alleged. The horseplay part, and there's also a leaked video being passed around, allegedly showing the woman that was bit twerking next to sleeping Nacua in a Sprinter van that night, and that's part of the defense video evidence saying that they were just playing. But at the end of the day, we learn to not bite.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your motherfucking hands and your teeth and all your body parts to yourself.
Oh, Puka, chill out.
Speaking of people doing dumb shit, right? Under the oil influence, former Rams wide receiver Stedman Bailey. Are you familiar with him?
Familiar with the name.
He was arrested at a bowling arcade in Pembroke Pines around midnight. Florida. Once again, Florida. Okay, around midnight after reports of public sexual activity.
Night out at a bowling alley, ending with handcuffs instead of high scores.
Round 1, bowling alley and arcade. A fun place for kids and adults, but what police say was happening here in late July was no family matter. Stedman Bailey, a former NFL player with the St. Louis Rams, and his girlfriend arrested for allegedly having sex inside the bowling alley in plain sight. The girlfriend is Karina Manderson. It was at this bar with customers around, we're told. According to the police report, Bailey had his pants down, and so did Manderson. And she was leaning over the bar, and Bailey was behind her.
Bailey told the police both of their pants were down, and he was exposed, and he blamed heavy drinking. Both were charged with indecent exposure and have pleaded not guilty. What the fuck?
Is it that serious?
She must got that good. Like, they must have been...
We can't make it to the house, to the room, to the car. That oil had taken over cognitive thinking, cognitive reasoning, because it's never supposed to be that serious.
I mean, this is wow.
Because one day you said they got caught on the side of the establishment outside,
right?
But you said at the bar.
They were allegedly getting it in. And so, Bailey's career ended in 2015 after he was shot twice in the head in a parked car in Miami. I would have probably left the state of Florida after. So he has a true survival story. But bruh,
the oil was involved. They was on their grown folk juice, but still, if we on the grown folk juice, and we feel like it's that time,
you have to go to the car.
That's what I just said. It's time to go. Because it'd be one thing if they caught you in your car. Okay, you okay. But at the bar, there's people around as a bartender, and you just say, "No, I got to do this right now."
Let me take that back. Maybe they don't need to go to the car because we have all these DWIs and all these things, but not
they
there.
Caught in the Uber.
Neither is better. But at least you wouldn't have got no charges.
I know that's some TMZ shit. Right?
That is crazy. Other things that are going on.
They're going on the field.
This week, like we said, was the first preseason games, and you had Deshaun Watson and Shedeur. They were competing for to see. They're in. Who's going to be the starting quarterback?
It's funny you bring that. Even though my disdain for fake football.
Right.
I did actually watch some highlights of it.
Okay.
Deshaun, you could
kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Not in a bad way, not in a good way.
Right.
I didn't. There was nothing that I watched that said maybe. Oh yeah, Shedeur, it should be his.
Right.
There was nothing I watched that said, oh yeah, Deshaun, they both turned over the ball. Turned it over different way. One had interception.
Right.
Both had some good passes.
Right.
Both had some good moments in the game. So what I say is it's a competition that is still open. Based on what I saw, if you just pin me down, I would say, well, Shedeur's young. Deshaun, you paying a king's ransom for. So, hell, start Deshaun, get your money's worth. And you got Shedeur for the next 2 years on the rookie contract, so no big deal. And that's purely fine. It would be purely financial based on what I saw.
Fernando Mendoza got his opening start.
Didn't see that.
You didn't see that. I didn't either.
Yeah. But what I heard from ESPN, it sounded like it went what you expect from a rookie playing a preseason game. Some good, some bad. He wasn't terrible. You didn't look back and say, oh my God, what they do. He just had it was a good evening for him.
This game, Mendoza, quick throw, it's caught! He fires, it's caught by Jack Bash right at the marker.
Not a lot of wasted motions here. The ball just takes it too quick for Bash on the boundary.
And other quarterbacks, you have Jackson Dart. He once again made it a blue tent visit.
What's interesting to me about that is he did make another trip to the blue tent. Dominique Spotsworth said, yeah, that's what happens. If you get hit and you lay on the ground, they're going to make you go to the blue tent. That's a protocol. You don't want to go to the blue tent, pop back up. If you're hurt,
right,
this is where you go. But what's interesting to me is how did he play in the preseason game? Because that's all I've heard is that he went into the blue. Did he play good? Did he play bad? Did he?
I mean, but according to you, it don't matter because it's a fake game.
No, I'm saying from a perspective
like
of
passes and all that.
passes. I have no idea.
Can we talk about Teddy Bridgewater retiring? Speaking of quarterback,
Hey, Teddy B.
Teddy he retired for real this time.
Forever.
He said the recoveries was slowing. His ability to recover was slowing down. So he wanted to call it quits for good before he couldn't recover. So I respect him as a human.
You know, Teddy is one of those players. I think if you ask most NFL players, that is a man's man. That's a guy that everybody loves to play with. Teddy was the first round draft pick of the Minnesota Vikings. Teddy had a Pro Bowl season. Teddy was getting ready to just light it up, and then Teddy Bridgewater had the worst kind of injury you want to have. Nobody touched him. Nobody was around him. He took a 5-step drop, and he dropped.
Was he on turf?
It was practice. Okay. Grass. We're not gonna do that again. And it was a non-contact injury, and Teddy was never the same. And teams never viewed him the same after he had that injury. But Teddy never gave up. He became a backup, and Teddy was a solid NFL quarterback for 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Then he retired and went to coach Miami Northwestern, his alma mater. Which if you know anything about Miami football, it is the premier high school football team in the nation, and definitely in Florida.
Right.
I had a teammate who actually played for Miami Northwestern. Teddy went back there and won the state championship in his first year as a head coach. And Teddy got suspended by the whatever the governing body for Florida high school athletics, for doing God's work. Teddy was helping dudes get home, helping make sure people ate, make sure people had the equipment and the recovery that they needed. And they said he violated Florida high school football sports regulations by giving what they call extra benefits at the time. But everybody recognized what he did was good, and he did it because if you know about Miami Northwestern, it is in the hood in Miami.
Right.
He wanted to make sure those kids were safe. Those kids had what they needed. A lot of kids who couldn't afford the things that only he could provide with the money that he made in the NFL. I would say this: shout out to the Florida politicians who recognized that they need to change some laws and make sure it was a change on the state level. They enacted the Teddy Bridgewater law. Literally, there's a law named Teddy Bridgewater law now. That basically says a football coach can spend up to, I don't know the limits, so I won't speak on it, up to a certain amount of money, of his own money, on his players. And this was in the era of NIL, so it's also kind of stupid that they did it when we in name, image, and likeness and revenue sharing, where kids can make money playing football. He didn't ask them kids for anything. He just said, "I'm gonna do this because of goodness of my heart." They suspended him. He lost his job as coach and went back to the NFL. And teams immediately picked him up. Tampa Bay. I just want to give a shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. When you got good human beings, and I hope him the best in his official retirement. Teddy Bridgewater is a good human being.
Yeah, because his first retirement was in 2023, like you said. So I think that when you have more and more is expected, and he's just like a all around good guy.
I'll get back in coaching. He was a good coach. I hope he gets back into high school coaching because he was the type of coach. From everything I read, everything I saw, that you would want your son to be coached by Teddy Bridgewater.
Still on quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels is pissed off with LSU because they allowed cornerback DJ Pickens to wear his old number 5.
I saw this.
So he sent a cease and desist demanding LSU stop using his name, image, and likeness. And his camp asked LSU to return their copy of his Heisman Trophy. And LSU, of course, refused. Now, I told you I do not talk about Jaden Daniels because his mama looked like she fight. But
let's get into the fight.
This sound like this is a lot more his mama than Jaden Daniels. For LSU side, they said Pickens was promised the number years ago, but Kelly held off issuing it to him out of respect while Daniels was still there. Pickett, I wore the number my whole life since I was 4 years old, and I wish Jaden the best. Joe Burrow's number hasn't been worn at LSU since his 2019 Heisman season. So, legacy protection or ego?
Okay, I went down a rabbit hole. Normally, when you bring me these stories, I read the headlines. I haven't went down by this one. And the first thing I thought was, I said, my wife would like this because this is some petty shit right here.
Petty ass. Look,
shit.
You let somebody use my number? You can't use my image and likeness. You can't give me back my Heisman Trophy.
Give me back my football. I'm going home.
Right, I'm going home. Like that is.
This is some petty shit.
This sound because
Jaden's mama. His mama's all over this. And hold on, can we give out PSA?
Sure.
Jaden's mom.
No.
Don't let us tell your story.
I don't want her to come.
Oh, I want you to come. Bring us that smoke, please.
Just don't fight me.
Please bring us that smoke. Okay. So when I went there, I was like, so what is this? It was a big story for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said, what is going on with Jaden Daniels at LSU? He's been going to LSU 2-3 years now. He's been in the NFL. So I went there. I said, for real, y'all, this is what we doing? Now, I will tell you, there are some undertones here. This is the state of Louisiana.
True.
There's Joe Burrow. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Actually, the hero of LSU, Heisman Trophy, undefeated, won national championship, will never have to pay for a meal or drink in the state of Louisiana the rest of his life, even though he's from Ohio. Jaden Daniels, Heisman Trophy, did not have a championship season. Had a good season at LSU. So they're gonna get into the black versus white, how that played out. But I want to kind of get into this for a second. Okay. This all goes back into this era of NIL, revenue sharing, and promising players things, because if they don't get those things, guess what they can do? Transfer out and leave.
Right.
That's what this ultimately gets into.
Right.
So I'm gonna take it from LSU side where they are currently. The current player, I don't know his name.
His name is DJ Pickett.
DJ Pickett's number 5, right?
5. And DJ been wearing number 5 since he was 4 years old.
And I'm gonna take just a few seconds to tell you. I was not one of those players, but I have teammates and close friends of mine who was like that. When people sometimes they establish their numbers in Pop Warner, Little League football, they have been taught that is now your number until you are no longer playing sports.
Right.
And people take it very seriously. I did not.
Right.
You know I have 2 numbers.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. But he has been wearing that number since he was in Pee Wee football. And obviously his father is involved because his father spoke a lot about this. And so for him, that number is very important because that's the only number he's at. And when you're a star, and that's another thing people don't understand too, when you're a star, you get to say, that's my number, that's the only number. And they will take the jersey off of somebody else and give it to you. Fast forward now to college. When he was being recruited by LSU under the old coach, they promised him they would let him wear that number. They did that to get him to sign with LSU. Right. They just call it what it is. And he said, oh, I can remember. And I'm pretty sure he talked to other schools, and money played into it. Right. And we can openly talk about that these days. If money played into it, other schools might say, well, number 5 is retired. Number 5 is me. LSU told him he could have that number. He gets to LSU. Oh, you can't have the number. I'm pretty sure Brian Kelly wanted to give him the number, but Brian Kelly knew that they had arrangement with Jaden Daniels that said they cannot give out that number. They called him. He said no. Okay. So I think the boy was 13, if I saw the pictures correctly. Okay. New coach, new regime, yada yada. The new coach has one focus and one focus only: keeping the best players he can to win a national championship. Coach, they promised me number 5. I never got it. Shit, okay. Here you go.
Right.
Here you go, number 5. I'm going to go on and take that smoke. Jaden Mama saw that boy number 5 and said, hold on.
Right.
We have arrangements that say y'all not going to do that. And this is where you get when you change coaches. This is how petty. That was an arrangement with Brian Kelly in LSU, not Lane Kiffin in LSU. Lane Kiffin trying to win that championship. You don't give a shit about what they promised Jaden Daniels.
But so that means that he would be willing to use number 9 as well?
I will tell you this, and once again, that goes to the undertone or overtones. Would he do the same thing if a 5-star recruit said, only way I'm coming to LSU is the money, name, image, and likeness, revenue sharing, and you got to give me number 9? I just think nobody's asking for number 9 in that capacity. So that's a good point you just made. Would you do that if somebody asked for number 9?
I was going to say it's very similar to number 88 for the Cowboys. That was Michael Irvin's number. CD.
I can't let you do that. Michael Irvin is not the original 88. Drew Pearson is the original.
Okay,
88.
but okay.
Oh, no.
For my point that I was going to make, which was that when CeeDee Lamb does good, every person that wore number 88 is represented. Meaning, but if CD does bad, then they're going to say, well, Drew Pearson never did, or Michael Irvin never did. Michael Irvin was better when they think of the best 88s. So,
agree with what you're saying? Mm-hmm. LSU could establish that. Mm-hmm. What the Cowboys have done with 88. Uh-huh. The Cowboys, since Drew Pearson have established that no player can just ask for 88.
Right.
Jerry took this over saying, I have to see, you're a player worthy of
88. Right. So that was my point.
No, you're actually on the right track. And so every 88 before, they don't co-sign on it. They don't say, Jerry, you were right.
Right.
Jerry, you have to us. They take it as a club.
Right.
You're the 88s.
Right.
And Michael Irvin has talked about this. He does not want his number retired.
Right.
He wants to establish, the club of 88. Right. And so what they've done is, and if you look here, they have a club. Drew Pearson, Michael Irvin, Dez Bryant, and now CeeDee Lamb. And they literally meet. Right. They have commercials and everything. Right. And I agree with you. That's what Jaden could be doing with number 5 at LSU. We could be the 5s. Right.
Is it because that he's a cornerback and not a quarterback, DJ Pickens?
That could have something to do with it. But I do go back to what you said, which will probably get us that smoke, and I want that smoke. I think Jaden's mom from a financial perspective, is playing. And that, kudos to Mama.
I mean, she's his manager, so she should be.
You doing everything you should be doing.
She should be looking out for him as a mother and as a manager. Yes.
And I think she's looking at it is we have NIL deal still with you all. You all still using his image. There is a financial incentive for all parties involved. And she's looking at it from a legal and financial perspective, which that's what agents and managers are supposed to do.
Yeah.
I don't disparage over that. I'm just saying from Jay's perspective, you still can go to your, not mama, to your financial people and managers and say, hey, y'all, it's good. I want him to wear it. And we can establish the 5 club.
His mama
She don't play that. She don't play
does not play. And I get it. When you have a son of that caliber, you want to protect them. But you got to let the man live. I get it. You got rookies biting motherfuckers. But you got to let the man live. And you know what? I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing.
I can't either.
So it's up to Jaden Daniels to make his legacy known, even in the NFL.
Ask you a question. I know you normally ask me a question before we move on. Don't you think also that this is an unnecessary distraction on Jaden as he's trying to come back from injury and lead and trying to regain his what was a all-world rookie campaign?
Yeah, but I also think this happened on August the 5th, the training camp. We hadn't talked about it yet, but like you said, it was 15 minutes. We're extending that 15 minutes.
That was good, folks.
It was, very good. I don't think it would. No, I don't think it would be a distraction. And to help it not be a distraction, you got Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs has signed finally.
I said it though, right?
You said it. You did say it. You definitely said, just wait and see. And so Stefon Diggs, for Jaden Daniels' offense, is a big value add. Yes, definitely. He signed a 1-year deal worth up to $12 million. Stefon Diggs is a 4-time Pro Bowler. He's a 2-time All-Pro, 11,000 yards, 74 touchdowns, 7 1,000-yard seasons, and most recently in 2025 with the New England Patriots, 85 catches, 1,000 yards, and he helped the Patriots get to the Super Bowl. So he's from, like you said, he's hometown. So he's going to be playing in front of his hometown. So this is literally a homecoming, and he fills the wide receiver 2 spot.
So who's number 1?
Number 1 is Terry McLaurin.
That's right, my man.
And after they lost Deebo Samuels, he went to 49ers.
Absolutely went home.
Yes, he went home too. Everybody's going home. But who ain't really found a home yet is Brandon Ayuk.
What's he gonna say?
So what did he do this week?
Actually, Brandon really hasn't done anything this week. But for Brandon, there's a big date coming up.
Oh, what's the date?
September 1st. A $25 million roster bonus vests if he applies for reinstatement by then. Otherwise, San Francisco can leave him unpaid, uncut indefinitely. So, is he going to play in 2026 season?
I'm at the point now. I'm trying to rack my brain of like, when have I ever seen another situation in the NFL like Brandon Ayuk? I don't think I can't think of one.
I can't either.
I can't think of one. I've known some guys have held out damn near the entire season, like when Le'Veon Bell did. I know when Pittsburgh let him go and he went on to the Jets. I just ain't thinking no like toxic situation like this.
And I think it's the toxicity of it. I think personally, this is my personal opinion. Now, again, Brandon, I've heard people state, and I've heard people giving actually apologies to Brandon because it's not that he didn't rehab. It's just that he didn't rehab with who they wanted him to rehab with. And his point of view was that y'all don't know what y'all doing. So he's like, it's not that I didn't rehab. It's just I didn't rehab with y'all. But I think the way he's handling it is probably the reason why things are not going in the direction of him being able to sign with somebody else. I think if he would have handled it differently, but he took it to social media, which is what his generation does. And the 49ers are like, yeah, no. So his dreams and hopes of going to the Commanders got squashed by Stefon Diggs. And so, yeah, he hadn't done anything. But September the 1st, once that rolls around, if he hasn't filed for reinstatement and all those things, he might just be chilling with, I don't know who else. Maybe he could go coach with Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know.
You know what's funny? When you think about it, at this point, what's the best team for Brandon to sign with or to play with this year? Probably the 49ers.
Right.
It's probably the 49ers. And it's just going to come down to everybody might have to put their ego aside. Go ahead and reinstate. Do all that.
But you don't think once he reinstates, they won't cut him?
No, what I'm saying is for Brandon, go down the path. Okay, I'm ready to play. Like, go through the process. I'm going to play for y'all. And let them cut you or let them play you. Or let them let you play. Do whatever you're gonna do this season. Have a good, bad, or indifferent season, and then move forward. Because as of today, the 49ers are probably the best team for him to play with. And I'm talking take away all the bullshit.
Right.
I'm talking pure. They need wide receiver help. They got a lot of wide receivers go down. When he is right, he is a great wide receiver. Not good. Probably the best team for you to sign for, and then move on.
Right.
Because right now, like you just said it, the Commanders have arguably a top 15 wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. One thing you know about Stephon Diggs, Vikings, to the Bills, to the Texans, with after because that's where he blew out his knee, and then to the Patriots. He's a top flight wide receiver everywhere he's went. So there's no reason for the Commanders not believe they're not going to get a great number 2 wide receiver to somebody complement Terry McLaurin. That where a guy at this point in his career, until his own admission, this might be a guy. Terry McLaurin is going to get you 80 receptions, 80 plus receptions for 1,000 yards. This guy's going to give you 70, 67 receptions for that almost 1,000, like 989 or 890, something like that, and still 6-7 touchdowns. So the Commanders are set.
Right.
Brandon, it's probably best to resolve with the 49ers for this season and then look to move forward next season.
I'm just glad that Brandon has slowed down the outbursts.
Can I get a PSA?
Brandon.
Let us tell your story.
Come.
You tell your story. I think it's unfair on our part that we tell the story for you.
Yes. Come. Be the star of your own show.
So, we're ready. We're ready to sit down with you and you tell the story.
Speaking of stars, do you know who Syer Wright is?
I don't.
Okay, well, let me introduce you to Syer. Syer Wright, he is an undrafted rookie cornerback, and he left the Bengals for a lead role in a movie. And he had his 2 passions that converged. Did you see Space Jams? Space Jam, no, the one with LeBron.
I did not.
Okay, well, he played Bronny in Space Jam.
Okay.
And so he played Bronny in Space Jam. He also was in Grownish.
Okay.
Training Day, and 2 Broke Girls. It was really neat because it's like, would you take the roster spot or the movie role?
So this is not unprecedented.
Okay, who?
Jim Brown did this. Don't. Jim Brown, after 9 years in the NFL, gave up his Hall of Fame career. He became a Hall of Fame. I'll
tell you the difference. This boy is a rookie.
I get you.
So Jim Brown done got his hits and stuff, and this guy played football in the midst of his acting, which is pretty cool. But he played football. He's a rookie, not even a drafted rookie, undrafted. Okay. You got on a team, and then you gonna leave to go be in a movie, to be one of your picture shows. Would you do that?
Did you say picture?
Yeah, I'm kidding. But would you do that?
Because of my love for the game, no. But I think that particularly for young black men, we should not typecast them, label them as that the only thing they can do is play football, and they should not say because of the money, the potential money that's out there, that you can't give this up because you can. This means you can give them generational wealth. No, he's maneuvering in his own lane. So kudos to him for saying, I love football, but what I love more is acting, and this is the career I want to pursue. Because at the end of the day, professional football is a job.
Right.
That's it. It's a job, and we got to put that in perspective. And he chose another job.
Right.
And so, if one day we look up 5, 6 years, 7 years, or sooner or later, and he's receiving an Academy Award for this great performance that he played in this movie for being Best Actor, and
he made the right decision.
He made the right decision, and then from that point forward, he's making $30, $40, $50 million per film.
Right.
He made the decision because he's gonna get to do that. Denzel is still acting right now at 70.
Right.
Denzel Washington. So, I think that we should never put people in a box.
Right. And also, which career has the longevity? And it's definitely, if he's good, it's acting.
And
the earning potential could be more in acting as well.
This young man, only let the success be defined by you.
Yeah.
Because you've had this conversation. Being maybe potentially black famous, or I've only done movies that have gotten so far. Well, that might mean you end up making $3, $4, $5 million, live a good life, take care of your family, take care of your mother. Everybody don't have to be Denzel famous. Everybody don't have to be Will Smith famous.
Right.
So only for this young man, only let yourself define your success. Don't let other people define what success means to you. So
right. And so he's been placed on the exempt list, left squad list. The Bengals retained his rights.
Yep.
And the filming is supposed to run through October, and he plans to return.
Options.
Yeah, he got options. And that To me, that is the thing.
Yep.
Not being tied to I have to play football, I have to do this, but the fact that you have options. And as a person, like I you know me, I'm multi-talented. I have multiple interests, and being able to pursue the things that you love, and you have many things that you're good at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a very, very, very good
He
thing.
didn't want to go to college.
Yeah.
To have options.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
exercised his options.
Yeah. So kudos.
Good job.
Kudos.
Good to him.
Shout out.
You went deep with that one. I like that one. Because I like when you give me stories that I never heard of or didn't think about.
So changing the we talked about Stephon.
Okay.
So Trayvon.
Another dig.
So, you know, we all know he was cut by the Dallas Cowboys in December and claimed off waivers by Green Bay, appeared in 2 games with them, and he was released again. Got a job at HEB. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
He tried out for the Detroit Lions.
How'd that go?
Not yet a deal.
Okay.
But, you know, he tried out, and the Lions have a real need because their quarterback is being charged with kidnapping and armed robbery. So, you know, they have a real need. And so you got 2 Diggs brothers, one starting for a divisional rival, one still looking for a workout.
Diggs, now he's a Seahawk. Picking off passes in the Pacific Far. From Dallas to Green Bay, then Seattle too. He changed 3 teams but kept the same.
Hey, man, listen. When it was good, for Trayvon and Dallas, it was good.
I hope he saved his money.
But when it was bad, it was really fucking bad. And I'm going to give a PSA to both of them.
What?
Trayvon and his brother.
Uh-huh. Stop having babies.
Stop, please. Y'all have enough children.
Y'all definitely have enough children. Just speaking of people bringing babies into the world, we're going to talk about people leaving this world. Wow. That's pretty deep, right?
You went really deep.
Let me tell you this story. So, you know DeAndre Hopkins. D-Hop. He went on social media and said that based on the headlines that have been going on with Steve Keim, the former GM for the Arizona Cardinals, that he was the reason he did something to have his PD test come up positive for PDs, and it cost him $13 million. So, I went down the rabbit hole.
This is incredible.
You know what I'm saying?
You did.
And I'm like, well, what does he mean with the stuff coming up about Steve Keim? Listen to this.
You were kind of giving me some tips.
And I kept asking, I ain't heard it. Listen.
Hold on. I just want to quick. And I don't know. You know, you always believe that the people in the machine can hear us. You started giving me some tidbits.
And then you started.
I said I ain't heard about this. And then guess what starts coming up on my timeline and my news alerts? Steve Keim on official site, ESPN USA Today.
Okay, so listen, let me tell you the story. Okay, so a Barron's investigation alleged there was this guy. We're going to talk about Steve Keim and this guy named Mohamed Kalabi. And Mohamed Kalabi ran this company called Motion Ventures, right? Okay. So Motion Ventures was pitching to NFL players on investing $50,000 plus in their own e-commerce stores through Shopify, where they can make all this money. Plus, in 6 months, they'll get that, whatever investment it was, plus 80% of the profits. Okay. And they show them numbers. Look at all these things that, you know, these websites are doing. Then sounds kind of suspicious. If it's too good to be true. But then you see that the COO of this company that's pitching these deals to you is the former Cardinals GM, Steve Keim. And so that gives you some like, okay, this is legit. When I tell you at least 3 former players lost a combined $1 million, an Eagles player, Jalen Carter, a Raiders player, Nakobe Dean, and we got a soccer player, Mark McKenzie, were all connected to this circle. Sounds suspicious, right?
I'm interested in keeping going.
Mohamed Kalabi was found dead in his New Jersey pool on July the 31st. Authorities are still investigating. No charges filed. Days later, once Keim's name resurfaced publicly, when Hopkins made the post that he later deleted, Keim denied any involvement in that matter, but he has not addressed the Motion Ventures allegations, only stating that he was duped too. Are we talking a GM that was duped along with these players? Are we talking about a mob boss?
Definitely, once again, a lot to unpack, a lot of layers.
And if it's not true, this is all allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, this is all alleged, Steve, please.
Alleged Steve?
No, it was all alleged. Steve, please. Don't come for us.
Shit, Steve, come for us.
No, we got a pool. We got a pool. I'm good. Because that's where Muhammad was found in his New Jersey pool, face down.
Oh, my God.
I'm trying to be face up. But yeah,
You know
so
what I found funny about this?
funny.
Funny.
Somebody died.
No, I found funny about this.
Okay.
This story probably would have went completely under the radar.
Had
DeAndre
DeAndre
Hopkins not made that post, and
Right.
that's what got me. Had he not made that post about a PED test that had absolutely nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
If he was trying to say if dude
Got
was
some scamming people.
why is it not impossible to believe that he made my test to where I tested negative, positive, and therefore he could help his team that he was working for at the time save $13 million.
But the question is, do GMs have anything to do with the PED test?
This is what I know about PED tests. All PED tests, the testing protocol comes straight from the NFL. The testers, everything's from the NFL.
Not to say they can't be
Not
shady,
to
but go
say
ahead.
It can't be some bullshit behind that. Those guys have to register. They also have to let those guys, the testing facility or the company that the NFL has hired, know when they're going to be on vacation, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, no team, from my understanding, is involved in the testing. Now, like you just said, not saying it can't happen.
Right.
No team is involved. It's all directly from the NFL with very, very strict protocols in place. Like, hey, your name has come up. Where are you? And we need to send a tester to you.
Right.
So I think what DeAndre Hopkins was doing was saying,
if you can do that, then you probably did this.
You can do this.
Right.
But at the same time, and I love me some D-Hop, one of the best wide receivers ever. So,
well,
but what D-Hop did was kicked off all major news outlets
bringing the story
to light.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but and not to
and
say,
I don't think that was his intent,
right? And not to say, because the thing is, for him to find that out, the story had to be in some kind of light at some point because I don't know. Yeah, he found out. So I don't know if it was like a simultaneous, like D-Hop finds out and he runs with it, and that whether the story would have made the news anyway. I think it would have, because this is like players out money, murder potentially.
Okay.
I don't know.
News outlets go on popularity.
Right.
If you ask 100 people who the fuck Steve Keim is,
Keim.
Slime
Keim is what they call him.
If you ask 100 people, 99 of them are going to say, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's going to be one, oh yeah, because they live in Arizona. They pissed off because the team didn't go to the Super Bowl. I don't think the story on itself with his name was going to give it legs. I think DeAndre Hopkins with his name and his social media following gave it the legs, and other media outlets said, oh, this is a story.
Yes.
And so that's what I believe happened. And so it's like, I think DeAndre Hopkins was trying to absolve himself of a failed drug test.
Right.
But instead, I don't say it backfired, it actually turned out to be.
It brought the light.
To another whole story that had absolutely nothing to do with a failed PED test.
Right. So because of DeAndre, the NFL, because this is again the preseason, off season, went from preseason, off season to the ID channel.
And does this not also go to why we're here right now?
Yeah.
The NFL is a 24-hour news cycle.
Right. But you know what? I am happy that
I am too.
The football part of football.
And that's what happened. DeAndre Hopkins made the football get involved. And then it became, because you're right, when you told me about it, we were on the way to DeAndre. I don't know about this.
Like literally, because I was reading, because I like juicy stuff.
Yeah, you like the petty. And so then after you told me about it, maybe a day later, ESPN alert about Steve
Keim. Slime Keim is what they call him.
USA Today alert. These are coming on my phone.
So what you're saying to me is that I broke the news to you first.
You broke the news to me first.
Okay. And
I think that overall, DeAndre Hopkins made it because of him being at one point one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. NFL being a 24-hour news cycle, he's putting it out there. He brought this story out, and so thank you, D-Hop. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. And if you want to tell more of your story,
please
come here. Bring Brandon with you and Trayvon.
And just a side note, and we can talk about it later. DeAndre Hopkins got a hell of a story. It's a great story. And
maybe his story will be featured on Behind the Bold.
In a new segment. Uh-oh.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna tell y'all that sometimes I learn about this when y'all learn about it.
Me too. But yeah, like I said, hey, I'm happy. This is all good, and I hope they still bring the juice. But I am ready to talk games, sports, what happened the previous week.
Can I ask you some questions before we log off?
Sure.
So we getting ready. We finna go into preseason game 2, which is, like I told you, it's gonna be the big game. So we're gonna get them sex creative posts about football.
I didn't historically talk about the preseason, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Can we get a little something?
I don't know.
The reason I said this is gonna be if you have a game where you want to see starters play well into the game, this is gonna be the game.
Well, the thing too that I have to take in consideration is the fact that I need to talk to my business partner about some things because I have a lot going on. I have a lot of things I'm trying to do. I'm writing a book, but that's outside of Cleats and Cleavage.
I got a little excerpt today. The book gonna be good.
Yeah, but it's outside of Cleats and Cleavage. It's not even football
It might be
related.
outside Cleats and Cleveland, but she gonna bring you that drama. It got some shit.
But yeah, so like I'm excited.
Drama.
Huh, but just like Syer, I am a multi-passionate, multi-talented person. So I have a lot going on.
Going in a lot of directions.
But yeah, this week I will cover.
When we gonna get the book? Can we commit to when we gonna get this
before
book?
the end of the year? I will finish it before the end of the year. Whether
it get published now.
I'll finish. I will finish it before the end of the year.
Okay.
If not before the end of the summer.
You got a lot going on.
I do.
One last question for you, Lord.
Yes. I ain't logging off. What are you talking about? I mean, what do you say? Log? This ain't a computer. Okay. Anyway,
I don't know where the fuck this show just went, but it's going somewhere.
What's the question?
So, your boys are going to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, yes.
How about them Cowboys? Hear the crowd noise? We America's team, and we loud, boy. Blue and silver stars in the clouds, boy. Yeah, we hella rowdy. We them Cowboys.
Oh, we gonna get the podcast from Rio de Janeiro.
Are we? Yes.
I'm asking you.
Yes, I'm trying. Look, I haven't.
Can we get it from the beach?
I'm not trying to get jacked in Rio.
Really?
With my camera.
You gonna be in Costa
We will
now.
definitely get it from Brazil.
From Brazil.
From the pool side. It's a pool, right?
I don't know. We on the beach though.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's not a pool.
Can we we actually gonna be?
Yeah, Brazil, seriously. Like Brazil, I have plans for Brazil, but
you got a lot.
Yeah, what you got going on?
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be the wingman. Exactly.
He'll be there.
I'll be there.
He'll be there. But
good job tonight.
Thank you. We want you to guys. We're trying to grow this sexy, creative, Cleats and Cleavage. We're all registered trademarks. We have a lot.
So we will see you.
We will, but we also need the support.
Yes.
We're a black-owned business.
We are.
We really are.
Like. Comment. Subscribe.
All comments. Bad. Hey. Did we say something you don't like? Did we say something you didn't like?
Let us know.
Did we say something you didn't agree with? Did we say something you agreed with? Let us know. Let us know.
Because I would love. Give us, if you didn't like it, tell us. Help us improve.
Feedback is the best. So Brazil, book. Let us know. Let us know what you want to see more of. What do you want to see less of? We're open. We might not listen because at the end of the day, I make the decisions. But let us know because the game might get messy. But I will always keep it sexy until the next snap or until Trayvon gets the job at HEB.
Six, now he's a Seahawk.
It's Cleats, Cleavage, and Common Sense.
Ta-ta.
To the next beat, Cleats, Cleavage, and Common